Our YouTube, what's going on? In today's video, I'm going to be answering some common questions about Findom, alright? So in front of me here, you guys can't see, but I have a screen with 10 different questions on it, and I'm going to answer them one by one, right? First question is, what made you interested in financial domination? Easy, the money, easy money. I can basically, if I wanted to, I could basically sit at home all day, lay in bed, lay on the couch. I could go out and do whatever I want to without having to work. I still do work though, but I don't have to because of being a Findom Cashmaster. Next question is, how did you get your first pay pig? So basically, I realized that a lot of gay men would be good targets for being pay pigs, right? So this is like 4 or 5 years ago. I made a Grinder account and I attracted a lot of men, and I found one who wanted to be a pay pig to me. All right, I don't do anything sexual with men, but he decided to send me cash, and he also subscribed to my OnlyFans. I think he was also my first subscriber. All right. The next question is, what is the biggest tribute you've ever received? So the biggest tribute I've ever received is in person, $1,000. The next question is, do you ever feel guilty taking money? Absolutely not, because the sub is a loser who deserves to have their money taken from them. Also because they enjoy it, I enjoy it. I think it's a win-win situation. They enjoy giving away their money. They want to give up control of their own finances. All right. So no, I don't feel guilty about taking money. You shouldn't either. If you feel guilty about that and you want to help them, this is not the path for you. All right. Next question is, what do you do if a sub can't afford to tribute? So there's two different ways I can answer this. If a sub just has no income at all and cannot afford to tribute, then that person is worthless to me, right? So I'm just gonna ignore them, fuck off, right? If they want to, but they're personally, like, at the moment they're broke, or maybe they just don't have a lot of money, but they do have income coming in and they genuinely want to serve you, I just say go ahead and send me just a small, just like a little bit, just so I see that you are serious. And then from there on, like, I'm not gonna expect much from you, and you're not gonna get as much attention from me as my other subs who spend a lot of money. But I'm still gonna give you attention, because at the end of the day, if you want to serve me and you have money, I will let you serve me. All right. So even if it's only like I've had subs before send me as little as $5 because that's all they can do, but they genuinely want to serve me, and I can work with that, because at the end of the day, it's free money for me. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it because my time is valuable. I'm not gonna spend like all my time with you if you only have $5, but I'll make a little bit of time for you, okay? The next question is, do you have emotional connections with your subs? No, not at all. The next question is, have you ever fallen for a pay pig? No, not at all. That's ridiculous. The next question is, do you prefer one-time tributes or long-term financial control? So generally, long-term financial control is better, but I mean this has never happened to me, but if you want to give me a one-time tribute that's huge, I'll take that, but I think that long-term financial control, you can get deeper into the mind of your Findom sub and convince them to send you more and more and more money than if they were to send you just in one lump sum, right? So definitely long-term is more interesting that way. There's more manipulation that you can do mentally and emotionally over your sub. So definitely a long-term financial control. Question number 9 is, what's the weirdest request you've ever gotten? I've gotten a lot of weird ones, like all of the normal weird ones, but I'm trying to think of something that's I've never heard of before. Is I had a Findom sub who asked me to spit into a cup until the cup was full, and then he wanted to drink it. You know, but obviously I didn't do that. That's crazy. So, but yeah, that I think that's the weirdest request I've got. I've gotten a lot of really worse requests, but you know, all the normal ones, right? The last question is, do you use humiliation, praise, or a mix? So I would say it is mostly humiliation, but it is a mix. I do praise myself. I tell them how good they are and how proud I am of them when they are being good, right? So, but yeah, mostly humiliation, and I do mix in the humiliation with the praise, right? It's an art form, you know. But yeah, these are the 10 questions I had in front of me. If you guys are interested and you guys are looking for a real Findom Cashmaster, I'm available and my information is down below. If you do contact me, I do require a $75 tribute. All right. Anyways, y'all take care.